Surprised you care.
Well, of course I do. About you, not her. I'll, make you some breakfast.
No, thanks.
You've got to eat.
I'll grab something later.
Well, make sure you do. I've got to get to the stables.
Darling. I don't know where I'd be without you.
Why don't you take it back to the garage, get it valeted?
For the same reason I told you before, I can't be bothered.
When the police realise that they got Carl's motor and not yours, they're going to be back and they're going to be all over it.
Oh, Jimmy, how many times do we have to go through this? They can take it apart for all I care. They're not going to find anything.
It's better to be on the safe side.
Oh, will you get it into your thick head? Rosemary's disappearing act has got naught to do with me.
I'm just looking out for you, that's all.
Oh, there's no need. I've got nothing to hide, so just drop it, will you? Hey?
Oh, where's my... Well, egg and bacon in the fridge, you know where the stove is. Well, where's Lisa? She's had to go to the factory early, catch up on an order or something. She could have cooked me brekkie first. Oh, do it yourself, you lazy beggar!
Would you two put a sock in it?
Who rattled your cage?
I can't find my muse.
Where did you last see it, sweetheart?
I'm trying to write a pantomime. I've decided to put a Christmas play on at the village hall.
Have you?
It's about Cinderella. And it's not going to be any of that nonsense like Prince Charming saves the day. This is going to be the feminist version.
Well, it's a good idea, love, but don't think it's as easy as it sounds.
Full valet, please.
Yeah, come back tomorrow.
I was rather hoping you could do it a bit sooner than that.
No chance, Jimmy. I'm chock-a-block.
Maybe this'll change your mind. Last offer.
I take it that's on top of the usual fee.
Yeah.
Pick it up after lunch.
Oh, get us a couple of tablets, Diane. My head is banging. How come you've got a hangover?
Didn't think you drank that much.
Me and Eric polished off another bottle after you went to bed. Last night was a bit of a disaster, wasn't it?
It was dreadful. Talk about tense. I never thought I'd say this in a million years, but I wish me and Jack were more like you and Eric.
You're joking. It's the truth. I wouldn't trust that slippery snake as far as I could chuck him.
But you love him, don't you?
I suppose. I'm hardly a fairy tale couple, though. I seem to stumble from one catastrophe to another.
But you do it with a smile on your faces. Not like me and Jack. I spend my whole time walking on eggshells. Scared of saying the wrong thing.
Oh, come here, Pet.
Oh, don't be nice to me, Val. You'll make it worse. Can't you just give me one of your flippant remarks?
I'm sure it'll settle down in time.
Oh, I'm dreading this.
Oh, come on, you're a big boy. Listen, surely Val must realise you weren't going to hang around here forever.
Yeah, but you know what she's like. You have to approach her carefully. She just flies off the handle otherwise. I best go gather my thoughts before I speak to her.
Look, why don't I jiggle a few appointments around? Come with you for moral support.
Oh, thank you. But no, you go to work. I better do this on my own.
No.
Oh, there you are. I reckon it's relieved now. Just about made it. I've got an appointment at the clinic. You said you'd come with me.
So sorry, I forgot.
Right, well, I found you now. You can't take me, can you?
No, I'm afraid not.
Does it work?
Yes, I've got to go and see a client.
OK. I'll get the bus.
No, you will do no such thing. You'll get a cab.
No.
I insist. Here you go.
Thank you.
I really am sorry.
No, no need to apologise. You've got a lot on your plate at the moment. I'll let you know how I get on, OK?
Okay.
got some unexpected time off.
Oh, yeah?
I thought maybe we could do something.
Well, I've only nipped over for some oil. I've got to get back to work.
Of course you have. Stupid idea.
What will you do with your day off, then?
Don't worry, I'll think of something.
Hang on. It's no fun working on your own. You can give me a hand, if you don't mind getting your hands dirty.
I've almost finished Act 1.
I've read it. You're smashing stuff.
And I reckon I should have finished the first draft by tonight.
Yeah, I don't think we could pull it off at such short notice.
We've still got 2 weeks.
Well, that just isn't long enough.
He's right. I was quite the star of the local Amtrams back home.
Really?
Yes. One of the critics said he'd never seen a better Eva Perron. Oh, I can't begin to tell you some of the disasters we had. I think the worst was when the leading lady broke her leg on the first night at Fanny by Gaslight. Not only did I have to play the leading role, but I was stage manager and prompter as well. The director said I saved the day.
Could you help us out?
Oh, I don't know.
Please.
How could anyone say no to that little face?
Mr. Turner?
Come on, Alan. Make my little girl's day.
Well, as long as we all know what we're letting ourselves in for.
Debbie, I need a favour. A big one. My car's just packed up and I don't know what's happened.
Well, where is it?
Well, it's just outside the house. You couldn't sort it for me, could you?
Well, not right away, no.
Only I'm in a spot of bother. I'm supposed to meet a client. I'll pay you double what you normally charge.
People seem to be throwing money at me today.
Please.
Oh, go on then.
Thank you very much. I've got to go to the post office, so I'll see you down there.
Okay.
Thanks.
They're all useless.
Oh, surely one's okay.
Oh, there's no way any one of them could be used for the parish Christmas card. And time's running out. We need to get them printed, written and sent out. It's the 10th already. What's that?
Oh, it's one of Gabby's drawings. It's a nativity scene, Ashley. Oh. Although somebody should have told her there are 3 wise men, not 4.
I get it.
Get what?
Well, I was obviously wasting my time even suggesting that one of my twins should play Baby Jesus for your Christmas card. Well, obviously, you were going to use your daughter's drawing right from the start.
No. Oh, tell her, Laurel.
No, we won't, Viv. Although it's not a bad idea.
Debbie Dingle,
Yeah?
we need to undertake a search of your premises.
What for?
We have reason to believe that you have a car belonging to Matthew King.
Miss Dingle?
Yeah. Jimmy King brought it in before.
Have you touched it yet?
No.
OK, check it for prints. And let's take it in.
Take one for yourself.
I shall take advantage of your uncommon generosity, Rodders. I'll have a double.
Drowning your sorrows.
Now, hair of the dog that bit us. What sorrows do I have?
Paul.
Paul?
I must say you're taking this remarkably well. Better than either of us thought you would.
Well, that's because I don't know what you're talking about.
He hasn't told you yet, has he?
Told us what? Hey, what's going on?
Sorry. I thought you might have told her by now.
I was just about to.
Will you two stop talking in riddles?
Me and Johnny, after the wedding, we're going to move away.
What's this about? My time is money, you know.
It shouldn't take too much longer.
Am I entitled to compensation for this?
Don't push it. Anything?
Everything's fine.
That's good to hear. I'm so sorry about today.
It's all right. Do you want me to get it?
Yes, could you? Sorry.
Come in.
Sorry to disturb you, Mr. Sinclair.
Not at all. I was going to call you anyway. Sorry, Katie, would you,
Of course.
I'm sorry to inform you that we can confirm that the blood and hair discovered at Manor Farm are your mother's. Do you recognise this? Take your time.
It is vaguely familiar. My mother used to have a... No, it was one of those... It was a cardigan with buttons. I can't be sure, though.
Is there any way you could check for us?
I could look through some old photographs.
That'd be very helpful.
Is it something I've done?
No, of course it isn't.
Am I too clingy? Do you need more space?
It's nothing like that.
Oh, I know I haven't been the best mother in the world.
No, you haven't, but I wouldn't swap you for anything. And it's not about you, Mother.
But you're settled here and Johnny's got a good job. I just don't understand why you have to move on. Is there something you're not telling me?
No, of course not. But you know, when I came here, it wasn't meant to be forever. You know that. I just think it's time I go.
Oh, come here. My baby's leaving home.
Well, your baby's not leaving straight away, so you don't have to hug me with an inch of my life.
Is it time for a break yet? I'm shattered. Maybe this'll tempt you?
5 minutes, no more.
That's better.
Now you'll know why I always used to fall asleep on the couch in front of the telly every evening.
I'll never complain again. Well, I wouldn't if I lived here. Jack.
I don't want to rake up the past again.
Nor do I. I just want to ask you something, that's all. I know it's going to take a long time, but I think it's going to be okay between us eventually. Well...
Yeah, of course they are.
You found it.
Do you mind if we take that, sir?
No, of course. What does it mean?
We need to carry out further investigations.
Oh, don't fob me off. She's dead, isn't she? I'm going to kill him.
That's not going to do anyone any good.
Let go of me!
Mr. Sinclair, if you barge over there now, you could wreck our whole investigation.
What do you expect me to do, to sit here?
What's going on?
We'll leave your husband to explain. Remember what I said.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Grayson, what's going on?
Matthew King has
What?
murdered my mother.
Oh, Ashley, I've dropped the picture off at the printers. I've twisted his arm, and he said that he'll have a batch ready for us at closing time.
I don't think you're going to sell them in the shop.
So we best start writing them this evening, because we're busy tomorrow night.
Are we?
Yeah, Mel phoned, and her and Greg are going to come over. They've got a video of the christening, so I thought, you know, let's make a night of it. I said I'd cook.
Great. Do you think anyone's going to turn up?
Of course they will. Everyone wants the 15 minutes, don't they?
Ah, you're going to come and show us what you're made of?
Acting? I don't think so.
Oh, come on, it'll be fun.
I'd be quite happy to help out behind the scenes if you want.
I'll put you down as chief stage manager.
Hey, you should have checked that before you put it up. It's a spelling mistake.
Where?
Well, when I was at school, there was never any B in Cinderella.
It's not Cinderella, it's Cinderbella.
What?
After me. Don't you get it?
Oh, yeah, Cinderella's very good. I've done a bit of acting, you know.
Oh, have you now?
Yeah.
Get that quiet.
Well, you know me, Zach. Never want to blow my own trumpet.
Of course not. No.
Yeah, and if you play your cards right, young lady, I might agree to appear in your production. Leading role, of course.
Oh, I think a decision like that's up to Belle. What do you say?
I say that you have to audition like all the other hopeful people.
That told him.
You seriously don't believe Matthew's done this?
They've got evidence.
Well, like what?
It was her blood at Manor Farm.
Well, that doesn't mean it was him.
And they found an article of her clothing in his car.
Oh, we all know he disliked her, but...
Disliked? He hated her, we all know that.
Yeah, but to kill her...
He killed his own father.
Have you forgotten that entire case collapsed?
You're being very defensive of him all of a sudden.
Am I?
Yeah. Apart from your little liaison, you hardly know him. Do you?
No. I think it was so ridiculous. Matthew, it's me. Call me as soon as you get this. It's urgent.
Today's been good, hasn't it? Almost back to normal.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Look, today was great. But this is all too much, too soon.
We'll forget the meal. I'll get back to the pub. What you said before about things being okay in time, did you mean it?
I'm sorry, Diane. I don't know.
At least you're being honest.
You've got a nerve?
Oh, he's told you, hasn't he?
Well, of course he has. We're close. Or at least we were before you came along and wrecked it.
Everything okay? I thought we'd sorted this.
Well, yes, with you, but not the reason why you're going.
Mother?
Gotcha.
What's going on?
I'm just having a bit of fun, that's all. Hey, I've been having a think, though. And there's a proviso to use moving on to pastures new. This new place, wherever it may be...
What about it?
The spare room has my name on it. So when my beloved Eric drives me to distraction, I'll always have a bolt hole to escape to.
We better get a placard on the door, then.
In brass, with the words Valerie Lambert Sweet written on it.
That suit, madam.
Perfect.
All right for some. Give yourself the afternoon off whenever you feel like it.
Yeah, I've got no choice, thanks to you.
What?
The police have been there all morning.
Oh, you're back early?
No point in staying.
Have you been crying? What happened?
He's never going to be able to forgive me.
Oh, yes, he is. I did, and look at me. I don't let grudges go easily.
What happened with Billy is always going to get in the way.
Oh, it's early days, man. Maybe it's in time.
In my experience, time only has a habit of making things worse. We've crossed a line and there's no coming back from it.
There's always a way. If you wanted enough, that is. Do you?
Of course I do.
Well then, you're gonna have to find it.
Matt, we're in trouble.
You're not wrong there, Mr. King.
Did you take my car to the garage?
What for? I told you there was no need.
Why? What's happened?
We found an item belonging to Mrs. King in his vehicle.
And your brother won't tell us how it got there.
That's because I don't know.
Matthew King, I'm arresting you on suspicion of the murder of Rosemary King.
This is ridiculous.
You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you don't mention when questioned something that you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
You're making a big mistake here.
If I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut and count myself lucky we're not charging you with conspiracy. Let's go.
I didn't do this. Somebody's setting me up.
Paddy?